First off, I would like to take this time to welcome Phil into our family. It's awesome, Phil. You and your folks, we're like two families united into one. And you're a great guy. My daughter has done very well in choosing you. And look forward to the interaction that we have in the future. So welcome to our family. And I'd also like to thank all of our extended family and friends for being here tonight and today to share in this special time with our daughter, Aubrey and Phil. So thank you very much for you being here. Give yourself a round. Sometimes I have to use two pair of glasses, believe it or not, to actually sing. But this is a song that I would have loved to have played, and I just don't think that I could have sang it and played it at the same time and made it through it, because it's a song that's very meaningful to my heart for my daughter Aubrey. And it goes like this. Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though I think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You had me wrapped around your fingers since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. So go on, take on this whole world. But to me, I know you'll always be my little girl. When you were in trouble, that crooked little smile could melt my heart of stone. Now look at you, I've turned around and you're already grown. Sometimes you're asleep, I whisper I love you in the moonlight at your door. As I walk away, I hear you say, Daddy, love you more. Beautiful baby from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. So go on, take on this whole world. But to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. Someday some boy will come and ask me for your hand. But I won't say yes to him unless I know that he's the half that makes you whole. And he has a poet's soul and the heart of a man's man. And I know that he'll say that he's in love. But between you and me, you won't be good enough. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home. There's a part in that song that says, but between me and you, I know we won't be good enough. And that's not true. We were down in Amish country. We had met, Bev and I, my wife, and we met Phil and Aubrey. They drove up from college. And we met them, and we were just spending the day together. And somehow we were going to eat, so we ended up I was driving, and Phil ended up in my car, and Aubrey and my wife ended up in their car. And it felt like it was like the air was just kind of closing in, and then all of a sudden Phil says, hey, I have this question. And it took a while for me to realize, and then I said, really, right here in Amish country? And he says, I'd like to take your daughter's hand in marriage. And that part about he won't be good enough, that's what went through my mind. Is this guy good enough? And I started to think these thoughts that I know Phil good enough to know that he is going to take care of my daughter just as well as I am. And he's going to provide for her and he's a godly man. And it didn't take me long to say, of course, you can have my daughter's hand in marriage. So that's why I left that part in, because there's a story behind it. But Aubrey, as I look at you today, you had my heart ever since you were born. And I've been blessed, and I've been lucky to have watched you grown up every day into the wonderful, beautiful woman that you are today. And Phil, you're a wonderful man, and Aubrey has chosen well, and I want to wish you guys happiness, love, and health in these next years that come for a long, 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 long time. So I'm just blessed to be a part of this special time as well. Love you guys.
Great toast, sir. Once again, let's big round of applause to Dr. Bright. Next toast will be given by Kelly Thomas and May Leviner.
Well, as many of you know, Aubrey and I have been best friends for a very long time. And as her best friend, I feel like I know her pretty well. So one night in high school, we were sitting on her bed, and I made a list of describing what I thought would be Aubrey's perfect man. And there were the important things on there, like get along with Aubrey's parents and sister and me, of course. And then there were some things that I kind of just felt were important, like wanting to be a teacher, plays guitar, and even has a Bichon, which is the same kind of dog Aubrey has. And so that list was made in high school, and it went away for a long time and eventually got lost. And Phil came up to visit and meet Aubrey's family for the first time. It was the first time I met him. And after he left that night, Aubrey's mom happened to find that list. And as I read through every single thing, every detail that I had on there, including the ones that Aubrey said, Kelly, there's no way, that's so silly. She said yes, that's Phil, to every single one of them. And that's when I knew that Aubrey had found her perfect man, and I could not be happier for her. So, to Aubrey and Phil, may you have a lifetime of love and happiness.
Pass mine down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now toast by the best man, brother, Devin Dean.
Privilege to stand here next to my brother, my best friend, on his special day. I remember the first time Phil told me about Aubrey. We were sitting in chapel in Mount Vernon. And I remember we were sitting there, we probably shouldn't have been paying attention, but he was telling about this awesome girl that he met and how they had talked for hours one night. And that he just hadn't felt the same way about any girl in a super long time. I looked at him and I said, dude, you need to go see her. You need to make sure you get this girl in your life. So he went off, I think that summer. They decided not to date until he got back from Costa Rica. So it was a little rough on him. And the first time I met Aubrey, I realized they were perfect for each other. To understand why I say this, you must know about Philip. Philip likes to talk a lot. That is why he's a teacher. I hold to this day. That's why he learns Spanish, so that he has twice people to talk to. So that's Philip for you. And Philip is the guy that can talk to anybody, anything. Exactly, example. When we were 2 years old, we were driving to Maryland overnight. And this guy right here, who's been asleep, never seen the moon, talked for at least an hour to the moon. How you doing? What's up, moon? How's it up there, moon? An hour. My parents were going crazy. So that's the kind of guy Phil is. So then, come along, Phil's back from Costa Rica. We're going to go out to dinner to meet my parents, Aubrey's right with us. And at this point, you know, they haven't seen each other at all. It was like, what, 3 or 4 months. So Aubrey was really excited to see him. Philip had broken his, what was it, your leg or ankle or something. It's another story for another time entirely. But so he's in the back seat, Mervyn and I in the front, and Aubrey comes running around the corner from her door, hits the door, and as soon as she opens the door, she just starts talking. I have no clue what she's saying. It's so fast. And Philip's just sitting there smiling ear to ear. So I look at my room and I say, what is she saying? He's like, I hear words, but I have no clue what they mean. So as we're saying this, Aubrey, who I've seen across campus, schools point out her, pictures, I've never actually really met her. She turns to me, says, shut up, Kevin. Turns back without skipping a beat, and continues her conversation. So that was my first time meeting Aubrey. And that's when I knew that you two were perfect for each other. But in all seriousness, as I've gotten to meet you guys, and Aubrey, we've spent a lot of time hanging out, we've had a lot of good times. And I've come to realize that they're perfect for each other. They're deeply in love. And they may not always say the right thing or do the right thing to each other, but no matter what, they forgive and forget, and they do whatever they can to make it up to each other. And that's a major quality. And you guys are going to have your ups and downs, but I know that together, the two of you can make it through with no problem. So if you guys could all just raise your glasses. Philip and Aubrey, my prayer for the two of you is that through the years, your love for each other will deepen and grow, so that when you look back on this day, your wedding day, you'll realize that this was a day that you in fact loved each other the least. To Aubrey and Philip.